Okay, so that was lesson 5 on overcoming exercise barriers. There are a lot of barriers to exercise. We all experience them. But for people with arthritis, there's a couple of main ones that come up all the time, and that's fatigue and pain. When you're already tired and having episodes of extreme fatigue, it's hard to imagine how you're going to fit exercise into that day. But I can assure you that if you start slow or start low and go slow and progress gradually and stick with it, you'll actually decrease your overall level of fatigue and be able to better manage it when you have those challenging days. It goes the same with pain. You may be afraid of increasing your pain, or you may have experienced pain in the past with doing a particular exercise, and it's really not what you want to try again. But with regular exercise and with the benefits to your joint health and strengthening the tissues around your joints and getting stronger muscles, you can actually over time reduce the amount of pain you experience in your joints and your overall pain experience. It can help you cope better when you're having underlying or prolonged pain. It's really important, though, to get appropriate information and guidance on how to get started. So if you haven't exercised in a while and you're watching this education session to learn how to get started, seek out the support that you need from your physical therapist or an experienced exercise professional who knows something about arthritis to help you make a good start so that you don't run into problems that might derail you later on in your exercise session. And there's lots of other barriers that we also face when starting an exercise program. Sometimes just being judged, coming into an exercise session or coming into a fitness center, having to use splints or aids to support your joints, maybe knowing that your technique or form isn't quite the same, or the weights that you're lifting seem very small compared to what the person next to you is lifting. Do not worry about that. It's important that everyone start at their own level, and you're just showing up there to do the exercises and sticking with it is what's important. Costs can also be an issue. Joining a gym or getting a membership can be very expensive. There are different programs in place, and check them out in your community or at your recreation centers that can help sometimes subsidize the cost of fitness or exercise classes. Sometimes the logistics of getting to a class or fitting it into your already busy schedule and getting childcare or elder care while you do this can also be a challenge. Think about some of these barriers in advance as you get started on exercise and problem solve some of the ways that you might get through some of these issues. Set realistic goals for yourself. So many of us set exercise goals in the new year, and we don't achieve them or stick with them because they're too lofty in nature. So start small and manageable. I often tell people who haven't been exercising in a while because of their arthritis or other circumstances that all that matters is that you move more and sit less. And sometimes just shifting the amount of time you spend sitting or lying down during the day because you're tired or you're in pain or you just don't know where to start with exercise, just shifting that and getting up more often, taking small walks around your house, going outside and walking 1 block several times a day. Every little bit helps. It doesn't have to be sustained long bouts of exercise to make a difference in your joint health and overall health. It's the consistency that matters and sticking with it. So if that means looking at some of these barriers and figuring out in advance how you're going to overcome them so you don't get unmotivated or derailed, that's really important. And one really important strategy is having a support system, having an exercise buddy, sometimes having someone you're accountable to who might say, hey, did you do your exercises today? Did you go to your class? Having someone at your meeting for a walk can be really helpful on those days when maybe you're just not feeling that motivated, you're feeling particularly stiff or tired, but you've made a plan to get together with someone. That can be very powerful. So these are some strategies around overcoming exercise barriers.